motivation. And I hope all these are spell checked. So the first one was motivation. And when I was, I talked about this yesterday in the 2013 world, 2014, 2015. It was all about startup culture. Twitter was hot, Instagram was hot, Facebook was hot, Snapchat was barely being born. All of these things were emerging, and it was really it was intense. It was an intense time to kind of start a business, or it was the right time. I was taking an entrepreneur class. I was reading. I had just found people like Gary Vee and Tim Ferriss, those kind of authors entered my life, and I started following those people on YouTube and things like that. And I got really motivated, and I was like, this is it. This is how you start a business. Like, all you just need is the motivation. And there are millions of videos on YouTube. You know this. I don't have to tell you this about motivation, books on motivation, motivational tapes, things to get you excited to start your business. And that's what I thought you had to do. I thought I was like, okay, if I'm motivated enough to do something, if I just have the willpower to do this, then I can do it. And you'll see, as I kind of explain through all this, it is still just not exactly it. So with motivation, that my flaw with it, and this is kind of where I moved on. Like I was at one point in my life, I was addicted to motivational videos, watching the epic keynote speeches, and just I would watch those all the time and think in my head that I'm jacked up, I'm excited, and I'm watching these motivational videos, and that's I'm doing my business. Or I would do one thing from the business, and that was it. There wasn't really anything from it. Kind of fizzled out. And what I learned with motivation is that motivation is temporary. It's like what you had for lunch today. Like, you can't survive the rest of your life off of the one thing you had for lunch today. It's just like a small little piecemeal thing. And it's important. It's important to have motivation, but it's not the most important thing, or it's a combination of all of these things.